up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome, all in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing, got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Table set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Good morning, good morning. How are we guys doing? Yes, sir. And ladies, of course. How are we guys doing in Zoom? All good? YouTube chat? Good old YouTube chat. How are we doing, boys? How are we doing, guys? All good? Good morning, good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead with it. Today's a very important day for the GBP today. Today we have... Let me check how all systems go. Otherwise, I'm wasting time. Are we all systems go? Yes, we are all systems go. Today's a very important day. We have today, boom, bank rates. Expecting a 0.25 increase yesterday. Let a few more people come in and then I'll explain what happened yesterday. So yesterday FOMC statement came out and basically they said the reason why August is historically a little bit of a slower month and why we say it's a slower month is because in August they don't have an FOMC meeting because it's summer vacation. So there's no FOMC meeting during August. So the next month that we have it is this month, which is September. Now, they did indicate that they're going to hold interest rates the same, which did remain true. They did not increase interest rates yesterday, which was the consensus amongst all markets here. So not really an issue to see that happen because it was the consensus amongst all markets. So at the end of the day, nothing really to worry about in terms of that. And that's why we didn't see any knee-jerk reaction from the market. In terms of what they indicated in the discussion, so Jerome Powell basically said, hey, listen, even though we kept interest rates the same, I do see us increasing interest rates one more time. And I probably expect that to come in November. I expect them to do the interest rate hike in November. Maybe we could see one in October, to be honest, but they're still waiting for more economic data. Looking at energy prices, I think they were planning November, but I could see that being pushed into October now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that be pushed into October. But they indicated that, you know, we need to look at some key performance indicators of the economy and see what's going on, essentially. Now, based on that, what I expect to happen is they said that they're indicating by next year to start for interest rates to come down to 5.1. If they do hike it, it will be pushed up to 5.5. So, I mean, to 5.75, which is pretty high, of course, and then they want to bring it back down. So, once we see by the end of 2024, I think they want it to be back at 5.1, or by the end of 2023, actually. So, you know, the next big pivot is going to be interest rates being held and then interest rates coming down. Now, I don't think there will be a big interest rate decrease as much as people are expecting. The same way that we increased interest rates, it's not going to decrease the same way, okay? It's not going to decrease the same way. It's going to practically be very, very slow. Maybe every half a year they reduce interest rates, and by the 2025, right? So by 2025, they can look to hit their 2% target. But in order to achieve that by 2025, they'll have to keep interest rates pretty high. Now, speaking about that, today we have the same type of thing happening in the UK, where they discuss their interest rate decision. Now, what's going to be very interesting is basically in the conference, basically when they speak about the summary and stuff like this, they're going to speak about and say, hey, yesterday our inflation started to go down, so this 5.5 hike will happen today. We won't. I would be very, very surprised to see this 5.75, and that's almost a very small percent chance. If this hikes to 5.75, you're going to see a massive reaction from the market, but it's very unlikely that that happens. But basically, the same way how gold yesterday was waiting for this news, the GBP will do the same. So this is why we've been seeing. This is why we've seen basically GJ range for these next few days, because we had FOMC yesterday, we have bank rates from GBP today, and then tomorrow we just have an absolutely heavy day on news. I mean, it's especially for trading GJ, really a day where it's very tricky tomorrow, because we have retail sales in the morning, we have Bank of Japan statement overnight, then we have the press conference in the morning, then we have Euro PMI at London Open, then we have German PMI, then we have GBP manufacturing PMI post London, then we have PMI for US on New York session. So it's a very heavy day tomorrow. And this is why we're seeing price establish a range. So if we go and we have a look at the daily time frame here, we can see what's going on, right? And this is important for you guys to understand. With all of these events going on, you need to be very selective with your trades. And this is where a lot of people give back money in the markets, right? And this is why I want to jump on stream, is because I want to explain to you guys, on days like this, on weeks like this, when you have heavy news, this is where a lot of people lose money. Go and look at the experienced traders in this industry. I'm sure a lot of them are just not simply trading, right? They're just saying, I'm taking the week off, which you should deserve at some point, but I'm here to protect your accounts, as Claudio said. So I want to make sure you guys understand this and have a deeper understanding of the markets, because this is going to keep you safe long term. Again, this is what I talk about. Short-term profits are not indicative of long-term results, and it's super important to understand that. So if we go ahead and look at the daily time frame here, daily time frame's closing bearish, still basically in the range. There's not much analysis. We're still in the range. 4 hour did close below, but next one rejecting. As long as we respect this 4 hour support now at 182.500, really we're just ranging here, waiting for news to come out, as you can see, right? So price is in the range, price action is choppy. Yesterday, New York session, we did manage to catch buys in this range. Very nice setup came. I did post it in Discord, if my Discord will actually load here. Piece of crap, come on. So if my Discord would actually load, I would, you can check the trade that was taken yesterday. But simply, we took a nice little buy yesterday. As this was a perfect setup, we came back to the bottom of the range. Nice clean candle was formed. We had this big retracement of news, broke through the zone quite late to get in, but then we pulled back and created this support above the zone. The minute we closed above the zone, entry was taken, something like this. I took it, people took it here on the support close. I personally took it as it broke this high here, looking to continue up bullish, right? So this line is no longer relevant. This was just from yesterday morning, and I put stops somewhere around here, hovered them somewhere like this, around 12 pips, and then I closed for basically a 1-to-1, not to be greedy on FOMC. So trading is still possible. We just need to be selective. We discussed this position in the exclusive group, and we sat through it. It was pretty fun to watch the trade play out live in front of us. And it was a chill session, man. Chill session. Just did our job and moved on. Now the goal is to protect my funds going into the next of the week. The point is to make money on FOMC. You either on FOMC week and on a heavy news week like this, there's two ways you make money. One way you make money is because, one, you preserve money, you don't take any trades this week. Two, Monday we had a nice trade anyways, so that's basically the best way. The best way is to take the trade on Monday and then protect that for the rest of the week with news. Two is you get lucky with news and you make a quick buck here and there, but most likely you're going to lose it because that was bad profits and you're not going to know how to replicate that in the future. And number three is you actually just take skill setups, adjust risk a little bit, reduce risk during this week to make sure, okay, if I make money, I'm making something. But if I do lose because of the inconsistency of this week, I'm not going to lose much and give back all my profits. So Monday went full risk on the trade, full risk on Monday. Trade played out, you have profits for the week. We don't want to give all of that back. Trade wasn't on stream. No, it was in the exclusive group in the New York stream. This wasn't on London session. This trade happened in New York and we took it on in New York. So yeah, that's basically what's going on for bias. There's no bias when we're in a range like this. We're simply ranging. Simple, below 400 sells can make sense. Selling below this, I don't even like selling below this. We've seen so much rejection from this zone. Every time we dip into the zone, ends up being rejection. So trying to sell back below. If this was a normal day, I would have a plan to sell probably back below 685. But when you go on the 4 hour, this is a very heavy rejection zone. So selling into these wicks is very dangerous here. So, it could be an option to sell. It would be interesting to see if it plays out below 182.678 for sells. For buys today, basically the same buys would come as yesterday, which would be above 182.921. But, it's all dependent on volume now. Again, it is GBP interest rate day. So, it could make sense. Buying from the bottom of the range here also can make sense here. It is a possibility here, but the problem you have it's just choppy price action, guys. You have all of these resistance here, and you cannot rely on volume. You cannot rely on structure because it's not respecting much. So what you have to rely on is just, you want to really be trading on the, you know, on the open times, and just relying, like yesterday was a bit different because we hadn't established the range. We had this nice news move which brought us volume, but all the guys in the group can tell you yesterday how slow this trade played out. We probably held this trade for over an hour. So we held this trade for over an hour yesterday, before it actually played out, and after an hour we only managed to get 12 pips. So just low volume, but setup was there, so probabilities were also there, and we could take it based on that, especially the second option, because now we have full confirmation. So yeah, slow but fun. Yeah, it was it was super fun, man. That was a fun trade. So moving on, we can also have a look at gold, guys. You know, especially after FOMC, we can have a look at gold, but that's basically GJ. GJ is gonna basically be the same tomorrow as well, in terms of what's going on in the market. So if we look at the 4-hour time frame here, looking at the 4-hour, we can see we had the massive pre-news move, right? So we had the pre-news move that shot up into our kind of range up here. Looking at the daily time frame, you know, left a wick at our daily resistance here, wicked back into the zone, and then closed the daily bearish. So we saw FOMC come out, they didn't change the rates, and you know, this dump here was because when Jerome Powell basically said, we're looking to do one more rate hike, and it's not going to be easy. We need to still be aggressive to get inflation down. So he was saying we need to get inflation down. We still need to be aggressive with our rate, keeping interest rates high, and that's why we saw this dump in gold, because that's good for the dollar. So now that we have this dump on gold, basically it's pulled back to the bottom of our range. You could see something similar to what GJ has happened. If you start, you know, at this point, I think it's nice to do some bit more fresh analysis here. So we have a 4-hour support here that we need to look at. Right, so as long as we're respecting this one, we can look at this as a 4-hour support as well. So if we can get above this support, I think it'll make sense for buys in New York here to continue up. Right, so if we can look, you know, to get above back into these zones, I think buys can make sense. If we remain below, this is going to be a range, and you need some more price action. It's been a very heavy move here, big pump and retracement. You know, we need some more information. We have this candle closing bullish here, but remember, it's still closing above this range. This is a key range that we're looking at. Remember this range we talked about? We're still closing below this range. So this becomes a whole type of zone here where our range is. Kind of this type of zone you're looking at. And this is all treacherous zone. So if we push up here, start rejecting, you can find. But if by New York you start breaking below 1923, 1924, that's where you're going to find your heavy move to retrace this move, and this will be one big liquidity grab on the daily to continue gold down bearish, which would be very interesting to see. But in London, we could pull back, right? If we pull back and anything starting to close below, you know, even candles closing below around 1927 by New York, you can find yourself trading back to the bottom of the range, something similar to this. You would want to see this same type of thing with this 15-minute close form over here. This would be perfect. You get that 15 close below the range, easy sells, right? Same type of thing, but after this big liquidity grab, you could get that easy sells to break the range, right? So this is exactly what you'd be looking at. As for buys, you need more information. You probably need a 4-hour candle closing back above 1929, 1930. If London for some reason starts to pump and you get some good volume in London, I do think that if you're going to look to buy in London, probably your safer buys would be above second structure. So not this buy here. Probably your best buy will be once we either, you have two options here. Let price tap into this resistance and then pull back as it closes above. You can take a buy, not worry too much about this. Just look to target this and continue. If this just shoots straight through, you look for buys above 1931, you know, 1931 300 here, which makes sense for buys, right? And that's exactly where you would buy. So yeah, that's the analysis on price today. This week is basically a tough week at the end of the day. You can see most traders are not even showing up. Many people are chilling. So yeah, that's exactly how it is. If you guys are enjoyed the analysis, enjoyed all of that information, be sure to leave a like. 500 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you haven't already, leave a like. Let's get it up to 250. for showing up and bringing the information, you know. Friday NY trading an option? Yes, you just have some PMI news at New York Stock Exchange open time. So yeah, make sure you leave a like on the stream. If it stops on the second level, you have to wait. If it stops on the second level of gold, then just no, not today. Tomorrow is not today. Both days really, but tomorrow is. I'm just not tomorrow. Would be nice to see 500 likes. Yeah, why not? Wait for a pullback. Yeah, you could wait for a pullback, take it from there, or you can look for it to close above. Am I trading below 500? 400, yeah, 400. Below this resistance, not this one here. It will be a below 400. I would trade below, yeah. I mean, if we have enough volume today that we start... I mean, today, again, it is the interest rate decision. So two things can happen. We can start getting some random volume in the next 10 minutes and we might have trades. Or this thing can just range all day. It's 50-50. If it range all day, I'm not going to do anything. How many people in the exclusive group right now in Zoom? We have around 50 people. So strong team we have. Some people join and stuff like that. So that's how it is. Planning to join next month? Yeah, make sure to grab your spot in the beginning of the month. I don't know how many people are planning to join next month to the group. But again, keeping it limited spots so we can keep it controlled. And I make sure I know every single person in the group. And that's how I want it to be, so I can keep good track of that, right? I want to keep good track and make sure everyone who joins the group is welcome and they're on the right track and they know what they're doing. And if they don't speak up, I always welcome them to speak up, and when they get comfortable, they will leave questions and stuff like that. Brother, I just want to say thanks for explaining. I could never figure out why price has been ranging this week. Thanks again. Free content, but too many gems. Amazing, Tony. You're welcome, man. That's why show up to the stream here, you know, to explain everything and explain what's going on, because it is definitely important, and this is an important part of trading. Part of being a trader is to know the ability when and when not to take a trade. You know, and when we have big news events like this, you know, the social media hypes, oh, trade news, make money. At the end of the day, you guys are going to lose a lot of money. I'm serious. The reason why these guys online are telling you to trade news is because they're also telling you to affiliate with their brokerage. And if you lose money on their brokerage, they're probably not running a legit brokerage partnership. They're running an affiliate program. And that affiliate program includes, if you lose money on the broker, they make money. So understand that only legit people who partner with brokers will only be paid commission based on the trades you take. That's the legit way. But some of these guys out there, they partner with some weird shady broker who's not well known, and then they tell you, let's trade news, so that you're guaranteed to lose money, and then you get slipped and all of that stuff, and then they make money, right? Just want to ask Harry, why does win rate not count for break evens? It never does. You never count a break even, because it's like, if you were to calculate your win rate of a professional game, you'd never count games that ended up as a tie. So yeah. Share how good Harry's strat. We need that 1K viewers for the webinar. Yeah, webinar will be after 1K. How much is it to join? All information on the website. You can have a look at the website, find out all the information. It's $1.8 per day or $55 a month. But you pay monthly, of course. But that's the information. But it's closed now. Spots will open soon. Joining the exclusive group only lasts for 1 month. No. They are from other. No, that's how many people are in Zoom right now. There's more in the group, but people in the group are taking today off because of the news, and that's smart. They're saying, you know what? I don't have to be at the markets today. I can have a day off. Monthly automatically renews. Yes, every single month the subscription automatically renews until you cancel it. That's how you make sure you're in, because when you cancel it, then it's different, right? I've been here for 2 weeks. You are truly a blessing. God bless you abundantly, brother. Thank you, man. God bless you too, man. Appreciate your support as always. How did you take yesterday's GJ trade? Pretty simple. I'm in the exclusive group, but I'm used to it. I know, MP. You used to YouTube stream? Join the Zoom, man. Come on. You want to be sure to remain in? Yeah, exactly. That's how it is, because at some point, if more people want to join, then I'll have to make the entry barrier bigger. But I want the people who are already in now not to have to change anything so they can make a discussion. I have a decision. Harry explaining. Even my photos won't load. Whole computer is screwed. Oh, damn. Look at the size of the photo. Do you always trade the New York session for the exclusives? Yes. I do it every single Wednesday live. And if it's not live, then we have the YouTube chat. And then we have the general voice chat that runs all day. So we have a voice chat that runs in the group. And yeah, that's where they're normally hanging out in New York. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of this, I want people to be able to benefit from applying the skill. If I'm always there, everyone's just going to rely. And I don't want people to rely. I want them to apply the skill. So at the end, I want at least one session where they can lead and they can apply the information. And I always supervise, and I'm there in the chat and people ask me questions and basically stuff like that. Claudio. Will you wait till New York open? Just see what happens in London here. We need to wait for the news. The news really doesn't come till around 3 hours post, 4 hours post, 4 hours post Thingamajig, post London Open. So Thingamajig, sometime. Hello, I'm new here. I would like to subscribe before that. Can you please tell me, will you do live entry here in Forex, right? And tell me brief thank you in advance. I'll do dramatic live performance entry. And you'll see a whole performance, alright? Happy? And if that's your mindset, then I don't think the exclusive group will be good for you. Remember, if I don't like you in the exclusive group, I will send you out and refund your money. I don't have no shame. You know, I want this. If I think you're there for signals and don't have the right, I'll give you a chance, because I always believe in chances. But I'll send you out. Because of news, computer also started lagging. Yeah, exactly. Computer's telling me not to trade, so it lags. Stop gambling, stop gambling. Why are you watching a YouTube stream about trading if you're going to come here and talk about gambling? We have to gamble, brother. Gambling is super important part of life. Life is a gamble. There's nothing that's guaranteed 100%. There's probability and statistics to everything. So at the end of the day, we're all gambling. We're just not doing casino style gambling. Casino style gambling, it's 50-50% odds or less. We're always trying to take something that has more than a 50-50% chance of winning, which is not a gamble. That is a game of probability and statistics. Harry, what do you think about the new Porsche Panamera? I don't really look much at the Panamera, but I'll have a look at it. One sec, guys. I have to listen to this voice message. Okay, okay. All good now, all good now. I prefer when people send messages instead of voice messages because I can read through it and I can read through it quickly. It's much better. Course video free, I don't have a course. Don't like courses. I don't have a course that I sell. There's nothing. I have videos that help people, but that's not a course. That's, I mean, you could call it what you want to call. On my WhatsApp bio, no fucking voice. Yeah, I probably should put that. You know, on Telegram, they have a feature that turns voice messages into text, right? That's pretty good. Before you buy and sell, do you look for support? How do you know when you can just take a breakout trade? If you look at the NAS, would you just take... NAS is different. So NAS, if you can rely on previous structure and you're using New York volume, then you can rely on it just breaking a zone. Otherwise, you have to look at least for 5-15 minute close on NAS, you know? I prefer vocals. You can hear them while doing something, not reading. Yeah, for me, I prefer reading because I can skim read and understand what they're talking about. And also, if someone sends a voice message, I don't know if it needs to be answered now or later. So if you're busy, at the end of the day, when you read a message, you could quickly look at it and you know if you have to deal with this now or if you have to deal with this later. And that's very, very useful. Yeah, Abraham, they've been saying that for bloody 4 years. How to get around assignment? Simply says buy used 911. Your chances of it to go up for a new car approval. Is it? How do you bounce back after a loss? I have a plan that I trust and I just follow back, make sure I'm following my plan. And that's simple as that, man. I mean, losses are part of the game and you just have to move on, right? You just have to move on. I mean, if you're taking unnecessary losses, then you have to realize why you're taking those losses and where are those losses coming from and avoid that. Because, you know, it all comes down to having a profitable strategy that you can trust. And you know, you have to have confidence based on that, you know. This 1 hour has no top wick. You know, it could... I would like to see it flip and remake a top wick. Then there could be sells to the bottom of the range, but personally, I don't know if I'm interested in it. Quite a good size range, though. Yeah, it's hit a lot of times. And this no top wick. Then sell the use, Porsche GT3, and keep the new RS. Oh, how to get assignment. Okay. Oh, you mean allocation. So you buy a used and then your chances of approval go up. Yeah, but it's the chance. The problem is I'm in Dubai and I'm competing with people who have huge portfolios. So my chances are not high. You get what I mean? You have to compete with people who have huge portfolios. And remember, it's not like America where you guys have, or Canada where you have every single dealer per state. In the whole of the UAE, we only have 2 authorized dealers for Porsche. 2. So, and there's only 1 in Dubai. Only 1 in Dubai. So you have the whole of Dubai. I mean, you're competing against some of the richest people. You know? So the only way I can get it... we'll ship you one. The only way I can get it is either I buy resale, right? No, you have to pay resale price Goldinium. That's the problem. So I have to... Either I have to buy resale price, or at the end of the day... I have to get someone on the inside to help me, which I'm working on. But that's always tough and I have to wait. So that's how it works. Is you just need to know someone and then hopefully they can. The problem is not the RS. RS is impossible. Should we buy or sell the pound? Do both, right? Buy and sell, and then whichever one goes into profit, that's from me. Would you swap the 9-on GT3 for a FR? Well, of course it'd be cool, but at the end of the day, I just think the GT3 is much a better car overall, like to have. Anyways, enough about cars. We talked about cars yesterday. Talk to me about investments. Cars don't make you money. Cars are enjoyment. And that's Porsches. Porsches will hold their value. If you can get Porsche from the thing, it's a good investment. But you need to invest in assets first. Assets is important first. And then we can look at that fun stuff. A bit of both. As long as you balance both. But you have to treat yourself. You know, part of investing into yourself is investing in something. If you're buying it because you can barely afford it, not the best idea. But if it's something you're truly passionate about, passion is much better. At the end of the day, we have to enjoy. You just need a balance between the two, you know. If you had a choice between to buy an asset and buy a car, you should buy the asset first, right? Or at least mortgage the asset so that you can let that pay for your car. That's the only other excuse if you really wanted it. Hi, I sent a chart of 2 pairs gold and GJ 3 days ago after completing all your videos and the analysis. Now the chart is moving where I want. You are replied on Insta. Nice, yeah, I saw you post on Insta. Sent to me. Well done, man. What do I think about HK50? Not looked at it, actually. Not looked at it, man. I want to get 4 inner city empty half-acre lots to hold for 5 years. You don't want to build on those lots? I've been playing the edges lately. Would you comment on being long on AU? Actually, that's funny you asked. We just had someone ask to look at AU. That's what I'm going to do. Osama also wants to look at close. Do you think? Yeah, it makes sense, man. Just watch. The 1 hour doesn't have a top wick, so you might have to hold. Remember, that candle's open for a 1 hour. So you might have to hold the 1 hour top wick, so your stops will have to be above here. It's a big stop, but you'll have to hold that. People are telling me AU. Let's see what's so good about AU. So daily is breaking down here, approaching towards this zone where we just tapped off right now. Even though we crossed through it twice, we can see it's reacting off it, so might as well leave it on. And also it's kind of this whole zone here. That's an important zone. If you're gonna miss out on that, yeah, you can see its previous 1 hour support. So it's lining up. If it closes below this support, this looks good for sells. Pretty simple setup on AU today. Yeah, closing below that support. Actually, no, it's a little bit lower. It's actually here. Like that. So you need something closing below, and then you should be good. Something closing below this line here, 63991. And then, yeah, you know, or setup number 4s, guys. Look for setup number 4s above the highs here. That could also be very, very juicy. Setup number 4s from the highs back down to test this. Didn't pay, yeah, just, I mean, you could still take it, but then you just have to keep wide stops and not above the 15 because at any time the 1 hour could flip and make a top wick. How does taxes work when it comes to trading? That's going to be dependent on state to state. For me in Dubai, I do not have taxes on trading. There is taxes, there is VAT. I have to charge VAT at some point. That's the only thing. But at the end on trading, it counts as a personal investment. And as long as you send your bank account your monthly statement, or just your statement. If you withdraw an amount to the account, they're going to ask you, where did this money come from? And then you just send them your P&L statement, and then they're like, okay, thanks. Can you explain setup number 4? I explained that in the exclusive group a little bit. I like to keep it just in there instead of... It's basically like a setup 2, but with a small... It's a fake out setup, basically. How about prop firm profit? You have to show your P&L. You have to show your P&L to the bank. The only people who are going to ask you the questions about your profit is the bank. But realistically, you need to be withdrawing above $10,000. Once you start withdrawing above $10,000, then they only start asking questions from my experience. Do you think the government bond as a 10% of investment total portfolio is good? At the moment, government bonds, you don't make much money because of how they are. Your mutual fund is probably a little bit better than a government bond. Or just something that pays you out like 4%, 5% a year. But at the end of the day, you need to put a lot of money into something like that, you know, for it to actually make you money, you know. Which bank you're in? I bank with 2 different banks, one for business and one for personal. But when I bring in the money, I bring it into both banks. Depends where I want the money. But NBD. Here's the top wick, right? This is why you want to be careful with sells, because here's where the top wick comes. Yeah, NBD is okay. It's good. Do you trade only in London session? No, I also do trade. Yesterday I traded New York. Can you explain what this top wick means? Well, the 1 hour did not have a top wick. So the probability of candles having a top wick is high. Most candles do have a top wick. So if you're taking sells and the 1 hour doesn't have a top wick, at any time during your sells, it can come up like it just did now and make a top wick, which would end up you holding what? Drawdown. Should you get into real estate investment trusts or ETFs? ETFs, you can look, you know, like at Vanguard and stuff like that. That's pretty okay. I would maybe stay out the stock market for now a little bit. It's pumped a little bit more than where I would want to get in. Real estate investment trust, I don't really like. I'd rather just buy the whole property instead of putting money into real estate investment trusts. I don't think that it's too profitable that way. I don't really like it as much. I think the best is just to wait and buy an actual real estate, you know. Real estate long term is the game, you know. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. Which is best in Dubai to invest 100k USD? Look, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give an investments advice, you know, but 100k USD, I mean, if you're in Dubai, it depends how you want to diversify your portfolio, right? You have to understand how you want to diversify. You know, for me, I think one day I'll make a video of how I diversify my portfolio myself, you know, and I would say one of the biggest investments is going to be self-investment. At that stage, in this stage, until you have built up businesses and built up income streams to where you can start purchasing bigger amounts and parking money, because real estate investment is passive income. You buy the real estate not only to have capital appreciation on the real estate, but you're looking to make passive income from the rental yield, right? It's a rental property and that's where your money is made. So you're parking money to make money based on rental yield and have capital appreciation of the asset. Whereas other investment, you're looking to grow as an individual. So at the end of the day, if you want to reach your goal, it's not about, you know, having big dreams and big goals. It's useless to have a plan to reach big dreams and goals if you don't have the means. So it's always, you know, it's good to dream about stuff, but you have to focus on getting the means to reach your big goals and plans. And don't set yourself limits. Those big goals and plans might look big now, but in the future they're actually not as big as you thought. Spreadsheet you find in Discord, join the free Discord and you can get access to the spreadsheet there. Oh, now my Discord decides to work. Yeah, you need the close below, Claudio. Let's have a look at the free Discord here. If you go to the Discord and you go to resources, you'll find the stream journal right here. And yeah, here's yesterday's trade that we took yesterday. Give it a fire emoji. Let's go. Yeah, that was the trade, right? Let's click on it. Let me click. There we go. So yeah, exactly what I showed you. Same trade towards the upside. Nice and clean. Close somewhere around here. And that was that. Here's the journal. Yeah, this is such a useful resource to be able to see what time the trade was taken on stream and go back and watch how it was managed. I am starting to put notes here, right? I'm putting notes of what happened, you know, based on different situations. Like here, break-even trade, right? Correct decision would have hit stop loss. So everyone's like, oh, you go break-even, you go break-even. It's like, yeah, if I didn't go break-even, would have hit stop loss. So now people know and they can't argue against that. 12 minutes till this candle closes. If this candle closes now after the 1 hour made a top wick, sells could be an option. If you want to rip it early, this 5-minute close might be interesting. What time is it? 17. Is it worth it for me today, Harry? Let's have a look. 12 pips to your 8. We will see after this 5-minute close in 2 minutes here. If this just melts in the next 2 minutes, then it's very hard to take a trade. How much money should you start to when it comes to trading? However much money you can afford, man. It's not really a set number. Trading is a long-term game. Your plan is to grow your account. So you have to grow from the standpoint, at the end of the day, it's all your own journey, right? And it's, you know, you need to take it with time and build it slowly by slowly investing more money into it and then withdrawing more money, right? It's not you can take $100 account and flip it to 20,000, 30,000. No, your goal is to start with $100, make 10, 15 bucks here and there, and then you invest $1,000. You make, you know, 100 bucks here and there. Then you invest, you know, another $1,000. You're making 200 bucks. You invest another $1,000. Now you're making 300 bucks. You invest $5,000, and now you start to make 1,000 bucks on price on your account, and that's all based on your journey and how long that takes you to do that. Favorite pair to trade? GJ. Needs a pullback. Looks like buys could come. No, you said sells. There's big wicks towards the downside. Yep. As I said, I'm just discussing ideas of how you can take trades. Personally, I'm not too interested with much. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Definitely appreciate everyone showing up. How can I use the spreadsheet? No, you don't ask for permission. You go file, make a copy, man. You're not gonna, why are you, I'm not gonna allow you to edit my own spreadsheet. Bro, what's the entry now? Press buy and sell, whichever one goes into profit, that's the one. So this 5-minute, as you can see, closed back respecting this low. So even on the 5-minute, there's no entry if you wanted to enter. So be very, very careful, right? Be very, very careful. Buy and sell, whichever one goes into drawdown, close that one and read 80% ratio. Lol. I wish it was that easy. You bought gold on 15-minute break of structure? What's gold doing? Yeah, good luck. Just watch this level we just tapped. That's a very important level. I do like this liquidity grab towards the downside here. This 15-minute buying into 4-hour support is never a good idea long term. But just watch where we tap. That's the zone we said, right? So this is what you'd be looking for on gold. You look for it to reject this area now. And then the next candle closing above. That's your entry. That's a safer entry to get to here. That's a good entry. You're talking a lot, man. Alright, I'll just keep quiet. We'll just watch the charts. Are you happy now? I'll just stay like this. Can't believe some people, man. Can't believe some people. If you don't want me to talk, then why you join my stream? What's this? When did that candle close? What time frame is this? Nah, this is a bad trade. Oh, 17-minute time frame. Bro, stop sending me this shit. Brother, come on. You're asking the same question about this sheet. It's not rocket science. If you can't solve this, I don't know how you're going to solve trading. To make it, I said go file, make a copy. It's not rocket science. File, make a copy. I've told you 3 times now. 3 times, file, make a copy. 3 times. If I have to tell you again, then I'm done, man. I'm going to end stream. Let's make it 227 likes, currently at 226. Yeah, the likes need to get better. At least 300 likes for showing up on a slow day. I'm showing up when no one's trading. Lol, bro. Jim Carrey's such a good actor. These people that say you talk too much are the lame ones looking to copy your trade? Yeah, exactly, man. He's in, bro. He's in, man. It's a sell. I mean, if this candle closed below, there are options for sell, but depends. Do you want to take a trade on a heavy news day? Not heavy, but do you want to take a trade with Gbp interest rates? Tomorrow is a heavy news day. You know, it's up to you. Do you want to take it like that? You can make a decision. For me, after 2 wins this week, and with FOMC week and all of the way price has been choppy, I'm happy to take profits, man. I'm not giving any profits back to the market. I'm not giving any profits to market, and that's my standpoint. It's not about how much you can make, it's about making something. Right? How much comes once you start making something, and in order to make something, we need to protect it. Especially on a day like this. If you guys are not following my Instagram, be sure to give it a follow. I would appreciate it if we could get to 4K followers on the Instagram. And I'll post updates about giveaways and the free webinar and stuff like that. I all post on my Instagram when that stuff will happen, because it's just easier to notify you guys. And I post all of these. You check out the most recent reel. It's pretty funny reel. And yeah, exactly. We have time before news, but we have no volume, Antonio. You know, it's like gold before FOMC. It's the same news event, but for GJ today. This is my original Insta. Any other Instagram messaging you is a scam. Do you set your levels on the chart every day? Once I have it set, I just drag and adjust them. 7-6. Yeah, breaking the low. Yeah, that would be a bit earlier entry. How many times do you go to the gym? Once a day. But I do cardio in the morning. Alright, this is just pushing through now. I was hoping for a 15-minute close. Then we could look at some options. I could go 0.25 risk for fun. But now we're closing a bit deep here. I don't have much range. Stop loss would have to be around, 12 pips for how much? For 15? Break even 8 pips? This level I'm a little bit worried. That's only 2 pips away. Not really a trade for me. Is mental health important from a beginner? Of course. It's a huge part. Am I from the UK? Originally, yes. Oh, how many times per week? 5 times a week. 5 times a week. Do you think $5 commission is okay on CTrader for half a lot? No, that's way too much. You should not be paying more than $7 per lot. Should not be paying more than $7 per lot. Yeah, the 600 is very risky. Exactly. $610 relevant. I mean, this support kind of here on the side is relevant, you know. Gold is getting back above that zone. See what it does somewhere around here. It's around the daily flip now. You want it to get above this 31. We'll see if it does that. Set an alert. Brother, you helped me a lot. I'm still learning. I can tell your strategy, how simple you trade compared to other watching way too many lines. Amazing, man. How can you master your mental health for the market and my social life? Be you, man. Just be you. I mean, social life is not too important because you just have to be sociably accepted based on your own personality. So don't have to change the way you think just because you want to be accepted by different people. Screw those people. Right? You just be you. And if you're not accepted by those people, screw those people. Right? They don't deserve to be your friend. So don't change because of other people. Just focus on you. That's the first part to have good mental health. The second part of having good mental health is just to make sure that you have realistic expectations and you are just mentally stable. If you're not mentally stable, I can't tell you because I don't know who you are, where you're from, what you do. Then you're probably going to struggle in trading because trading is a hard journey on the mind. Is trading healthy for the heart? Well, at the end of the day, once you start getting good at trading, you don't actually have that that same type of racing heartbeat when you're in a trade. Zulu Zimbabwe forming head and shoulders? Probably. That's probably the only pair with volume today. Can I analyze NASDAQ? Send your analysis in the Discord and I'll have a look and see if I agree. Send your analysis in Discord. Let me know when you do that and I'll tell you if I agree. So this 15 minute has closed below the range, leaving this long wick, which is a little bit tough. And the 5 minute is still respecting. So be very careful with this trade. If you guys take this trade on the flip, be very, very careful. Again, selling into anywhere here, you're asking for rejection at some point. You know, it can happen very quickly, rejection at some point. So just be very, very careful here. Do you think UJ is a good pair? Yeah, it's a good pair. I know a lot of people that trade it. It's not about making good money. It's about your strategy, you being efficient on it, right? And the way for you to be efficient is what time does it move? Are you at the charts when it moves? I've been trading almost 3 years and still not able to find a perfect suitable strategy for myself and still struggling to make profits. Also watch your videos but not able to apply strategy to the chart. You probably need some more help then at that point, man. You're probably doing something wrong. I see a lot of people in the same situation as you, and once they kind of review the markets with a fresh outlook, their view changes and they're able to remain profitable and get profitable. So at the end of the day, you'll probably need someone to help you with application. You lack the confidence of staying in a trade, it's because you lack your plan. Your plan, right? You need to be able to see something repeat over time in order to build confidence. Confidence comes with time, guys. It took me a lot of time to build confidence. It took me 2 years to build confidence, guys. And once you increase risk and you start losing, that confidence gets hit again. And you have to just tell yourself, up, I'm right, I've done this before, it's not the first time. Any advice for someone thinking of quitting their job and doing a full-time trader? I advise you not to quit your job and become a full-time trader. Trading is a part-time job that yields a full-time income. You should be using trading as a method to generate additional income before even thinking about quitting your job. You can't quit your job if you're not making money trading. It's kind of like saying, I want to quit my job and have all of these bills on me and then go gamble and open a business. That business can fail, right? Unless you have a startup which has investors and then that ends up failing, and that's different. But at the end of the day, you have to use trading as an additional source of income, and then once that scales, only then you can say, why you worked a job that you built skills in. At that point, I would be saying, let me try automate my job or let me build something else. You want to have multiple sources of income. You don't want to drop a source of income. That's stupid. You want to try allocate less time to that job. Find a way where you can work part-time and allocate more time to trading. Once you allocate more time to trading, if you just want to work less, then you can start to go full-time. And even when you go full-time, when the time where you decide to become a full-time trader, right, which is a very small percentage because most people will be doing something else while trading, which I believe is the best to have something else as well. When you do become full-time trader, what you end up doing is you tell yourself you need to have 2 years worth of savings saved up. So you need to be able to live comfortably for 2 years and have savings worth of 2 years if you want to go a full-time trader. I don't know any prop firms in Dubai. Gold rejected the zone I marked. Yeah, exactly. That's why I marked it. Now what you would want to see is you want to see price close above that zone, right? So a good trade now, this is exactly what you want to see. Perfect. So we reject the zone that I marked here. Now anything closing back above that zone would be your trade. Only problem is in London will you get volume, right? So anything closing back above 1929.800 is going to be your trade. Problem is, will you get volume or not? Yeah, Luciano here, he has 2 jobs and he trades he's in trades and does e-commerce and he's buying a laundromat. So diversifying sources of income, definitely a good thing. Check GA, sure. Daily close bearish 4 hour. Actually no, you're in the group, send a chart. I'm not going to do this. You have to learn. And the way you're going to learn is by sending a chart and tell me what you think. Right? I need to see what you're thinking. And then I'll tell you if I agree. Can I go maximum risk if I have the confidence? No, that's stupid. That's stupid because there's always probabilities to lose. Even if you have confidence, that doesn't mean you can't lose. You're not invincible. If you were, you wouldn't be on a stream. You'd be doing something much bigger. Right? And it's impossible. No one in the world has that opportunity. Do you use support and resistance? No, I use magical internet lines. Yes, I do use. What's your criteria for going against bias? Seeing certain structural points break. If I see certain structural points break, only then I can consider going against my bias. I work on my restaurant all day. I have a part-time job on the weekend. I also learn trading at all night with Harry since I'm in Canada. Amazing, man. Tell me about volume, how to use them. It's about volume time, not about volume itself. Application is also my problem. How do you go about this? You need someone to help you apply. Unfortunately, you'll have to pay someone's time to help you apply. Unless it's... to get someone to help you with application for free, it's tough, you know. You just need to... The only way you can do it for free is just time consuming. You have to keep referring, checking, referring, and being subjective to your own analysis. You'll have to be subjective to your own analysis, and then after being subjective to your own analysis, you'll have to make sure that you're being correctly subjective. So, yeah. Come on, guys, boost the likes. 769, nice number. Getting here, free knowledge. Come on now, boys. Yes, sir. News days today. If you guys enjoying the stream, you can leave a like. 700 plus of us in here. Get the likes to 400 would be cool. Wow, this 30 minutes. Yeah, I told you guys the sells, very dangerous to take sells. You sent your analysis. Let's see. Trading is very difficult because you will have to lose for so long before you can make money. That's completely wrong. You don't have to lose. You can, there's many ways. This is your NASDAQ analysis. You tell me nothing in your analysis. So this is a very poor analysis. It's okay to have bad analysis, but I'll tell you why it's bad, right? Reason why it's bad is you've telling me nothing. You've drawn 3 boxes on the line and that's it. What the hell am I supposed to do with these 3 boxes? You have one massive fat box that is worth like 800 pips. You have another fat box here. And then the fattest box down here. What am I supposed to do with this? So let me show you how to do an analysis. When you do an analysis, right, you have to say, okay, let's work from the daily time frame. So daily time frame is moving down bearish. We have a support down here, right, on the daily time frame. Potential target, right, for our analysis, okay? If we're looking on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that support's there. We also have a 4-hour support here. So we're obviously more bearish on NASDAQ here. So if we know that, what can we do? We can look for pullbacks to continue down, right? Pullbacks to continue down, or we can look for where's our clean trading zones. And you can see you have this very juicy zone below here. So anything getting below here, you can look for potential sells, right? And that's how it's going to work. It's already got below. Now you needed to break the structural point in New York session because that's where you get the volume to continue down on NASDAQ. That's how you do it, right? There we go. Everyone who took sells on GJ is now in trouble. When is news? It's not till after your session, but the problem is price will be inconsistent till news. And tomorrow is a very, very, very heavy news day. I probably will not be taking any trades tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be taking any trades based on this amount of news here. This is a crazy day to trade. I'm not, and on a Friday to give profits back to the market, right? To give profits back to the market like this is stupid. Why would you do that on Friday? All week I've been working to make money just to give it back on Friday. Bad idea, man. Bad idea. Right? So I won't be taking... I'm just going to be explaining the news tomorrow. And we will sit here with some popcorn and watch all of the action happen on news. Have you ever had break-even months? Yeah, the first month of this year was break-even month. Do you think sell stops on the flip? Nah, I wouldn't recommend that. As I said, selling into this zone is very tough. Look at how the hour is looking now. This is looking even interesting for buys. Watch like watching a movie? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, tomorrow is a day like, you know, where you have to just chill and protect your profits from this week, you know? This week, most people uh don't even trade. Like Monday was good. We took a buy. We took a trade on Monday. Nice win we had on Monday. Tuesday there was no trade. Yesterday there was a trade. On New York session though. But FOMC. As soon as FOMC, no one trades. Today we have GBP interest rate. No one's trading GBP. Tomorrow is just a day where it's just fully packed here for London session. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably just take the day off. But I want to make sure that you guys don't blow your account. So I need to monitor that. What did you learn from that break-even month? That I should not be trading when price looks like that. You want to see how it looked in January? Look. Look how it was in January. Very tough. There we go. This was January. Get these big pushes, then range, then retracement, and then a random big push again. It's just how it was. Like, you'd be stuck in this range. So you'd see this big push and you'd expect all of this to continue up bullish. But it would never continue up bullish. And this was a week. So you'd have, look, beginning of the week, the 4th, right? You're like, okay, fine. We're going to have this nice push here. And then you're like, fine, volume come. And then there'd be no volume. And then you would see this push, which happened at like Asian session. Look at the time here, 20 o'clock. 20 is 8 o'clock, so at night, right? 7 o'clock. We're trading at 10 a.m. right now. So you would get this big push overnight. You would come to London session, which is around 10 a.m. here, right? And look at 10 a.m. Nothing. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is London. London would spike up. You would get nothing. 15-minute closer, the range fake out. Nothing. Then it would range all night. And then again, nighttime, it would push, right? You'd get this move. And then range again, range again, range again, range again. And then you'd be stuck in this range. This is why it was tough, man. It was tough to trade. You know, get random push, range. Random push, range. Yeah, exactly. A lot like crypto. You checked the wrong analysis? You didn't send me any analysis, brother. I was checking someone else's analysis. I was not checking yours. I don't know where yours is. Thanks for monitoring not to blow our accounts. Yeah, man, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you guys. That's why I'm coming tomorrow, to make sure that you guys don't blow your accounts tomorrow and save profits on Friday. Right? Tomorrow's not a day to trade, guys. Don't think you're smarter than the market. You're not. You're not smarter than the market. Yeah, it makes sense. Which time frame best entry for swing trader? 4 hour, daily, 1 hour. 1 hour is kind of like your 15 or 5 minute, and then 4 hours like your 1 hour, and then daily, of course. Oops, not this one. Where's your GA chart, man? Waiting for that. Waiting for your GA chart. Yeah, there's a gift for you guys. Someone in the exclusive pressure on crest now. Planning. What pair? You have to find out. If price rejects daily support and breaks 4 hours, should you sell? I shouldn't do anything. It's my decision, not you. You shouldn't tell me what to do. Should I sell is a question about you. Man, if my break-even month was 200 grand, that would be crazy. What would a 20% month be if your break-even month is 200 grand? Now, you shouldn't sell, man. You should only sell... I would say the only time you can sell GJ is if this 182, 670 something closes below there. What if the 1 hour close above the range, no top wick? How does that change things? Just reduces the probabilities, but with volume, you should be fine to continue. An option here for London Open, guys, if you want to try with volume, is price closing above here. How many pips have you got? 8 pips, yeah, not the best. But you could expect volume to continue. We'll see how that happens. Where are you taking a trade on GJ? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Just giving out ideas here today. Break even is basically saving your bullets to make money another day, not to survive another day, to make money another day, because that's our goal, right? To make money. So break even means then, you know, we're saving our bullets to make money another day. What if volume goes bearish? Then you have to wait for something closing below 670. That's your only option. You can't trade in this range. This range is a non-tradable range. So at the moment, you're either looking for something to close outside to continue up or something to close below to continue down. But this is why I told you not to take these sells here. This is a dangerous sell because you get the rejection, right? This is why I'm showing up on stream, to keep you guys safe. Because everyone would have rip sell. Oh, sells make great sense. Close below. No, they don't make great sense here. It's because of this zone, dangerous zone. Cheers, Brian. Good decision. Yes, sir. And have a good sleep. You gave a big support indirectly to your journey. Amazing. I'm glad to hear that, man. How do you know that was a bad zone? We've been rejecting it all week. All week we've been rejecting it. And the last 4-hour candle closed after rejecting it. That's how I know it's a bad zone. Right? Look at the 1 hour. 1 hour momentum is bullish. Right? It rejected the zone. We've tapped it 1, 2, 3 times now. 3 times we've tapped the zone, and every single time... No, remind me tomorrow. Every single time we've continued up from there. So trying to sell to it down again, dangerous. Especially look at the 5-minute gave me all the information. When this 5-minute did not close below this support, easy fake out scenario. Let them blow their accounts, then they'll only listen. You need a master in this game? Yes, sir. That's what I meant. Live another day. Obviously, get us out of poverty. That's it, man. Let's have an early weekend. It's a good idea. Tomorrow, you can just take the day off and chill. Most traders are not trading. You know, yesterday they didn't trade. You know, they're just chilling. We still were able to take a trade. Like, I'm happy with that. For me, on a week like this, that's huge. It's great. Let me be back. Just go to the toilet. Boost the likes. Man's doing this for you. Appreciate you, Marco. Always supporting the stream. As I told you, you don't need to donate. But I do appreciate your support as always. But you don't need to donate, man. It's all good. Are you trading today or just chilling? Today and tomorrow I'm just chilling because of the heavy news. There's no point. But I will give options if you guys want to take it. Yesterday we took a trade. Monday we took a trade. I want to preserve those profits because I want to be paid at the end of the week. Most traders are not trading. Tell me some other traders that you see, you know, that are traded FOMC yesterday who are not gambling, you know. At the end of the day, for me, mainly chilling at the moment. And tomorrow, look at tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, if you're telling me this is a good day to trade, you have to reanalyze what you're doing, man. Look at that. It's only red folder. We took a trade yesterday. I am trading. It's just since I took a trade yesterday and today is a big news on Bank of England interest rate decision is quite big, you know. I'm looking at this close at the moment, you know. If I trade, it will just be half risk. But I took trades yesterday, you know. I took this yesterday. Like I am trading. This was taken yesterday. So it's not like I'm not trading. It is, I am, but I'm just picking my trade selectively. What's the red and yellow folders? Major news, major news. So we want to be careful when there's major news. Are you bulking right now? What's your training and diet? Yes, I'm in a gaining phase at the moment. Training is, you know, volumes increased back from the preparation phase. Preparation phase, of course, we pull back volume because cardio is high. Now calories are slowly increasing. And food is increasing and volume and training is back up and yeah, in a gaining phase, right? Guys, it's not like I'm not trading this week. I am trading. We took on stream trade. We took on Monday. Everyone ate on Monday. We all made profits. This week, it's not. Yesterday, I took a buy. Right here, I took a buy yesterday. It's not like I'm not trading. But the point is, I'm just being very selective with my trades. You can see price is doing nothing at the moment. Power output? No, bodybuilding. Which is also about strength. You need to gain strength, right? Yeah, don't. Binary, I don't agree with binary. Yeah, Monday was lobster. Yesterday we had lobsters. You guys can see on my story. Am I logged in? Oh, man. Go check my story. You can see the trade from yesterday. So we are trading. And if you guys listened to the plan, you would have been able to catch that plan. I did give that plan in London. I said anything getting above 900 in London was a plan, and that's the same exact trade we took in New York. Nothing changed. Same trade. Just different setup. Same trade, different entry and setup, but it's the exact same idea that we used. And by the way, guys, when I talked about trading FOMC, I talked about trading news. Trading before news and after news, it's still fine. If there's a setup, you can do that. Just like us yesterday, we took a trade before news. So it's fine. At the end of the day, I was only talking about people are gambling if they traded FOMC news event. That's a gamble. Let's see this 15-minute close here. This would be your only option for the session here. If this 15-minute closes above the range, this is going to be your option. Nah, man, you be yourself, Coin Spider. You be yourself. You'll get it with time. Don't worry. Focus on getting better every single day. If you want to get a good grasp of price action, which should you go in sequence? Yeah, I've done that for you. If you go to my channel and then go to playlist, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Almost at 26k subscribers. So if we can get up to 26k subscribers, would appreciate it. I think we're already at 26k. So 27k would appreciate it. But if you go to playlists and then the learn to trade correctly, beginner to winner. This will help you. This will help you with learning to trade correctly and price action. It's all in order here. Yeah, I don't even think it's going to close above Ali, so it doesn't really matter. Tuning out, gonna head out to the beach and chill. Join tomorrow's with some popcorn. All the best. Yes, sir. Let's not hate on other people's methods of trading in chat. At the end of the day, if they have a method and it works for them, that's exactly fine, right? That's what I always say. You know, we can't judge on that, but at the end of the day, you know, everyone has their way to trade, and whether you agree with it or not, it's not going to affect you. But you have to have something that is that makes sense. What is lobster? Lobster is when we win trades. We bring out the lobsters. Come on, man, we bring out the lobster. I'm not talking about you blanks. I'm just talking about the whole conversation that's going on chat. Just saying, like, people, no need to make a big deal out of it. But at the end of the day, you should have something that has, you know, a set of rules and stuff like this, you know. Bro really asked what a lobster? Bring out the lobsters. Alright guys, the 15-minute did not close above the resistance here. The 1 hour ended up closing bullish here. Could be making a bottom wick. The 30-minute closed bullish. If you're looking for sells, sells will only come. But price is ranging, guys. You can see price is ranging. Nothing much is happening. Let me know in chat, guys. Tomorrow, do you want me to stream and just discuss about the news? I'm not planning to take a trade tomorrow. But if you guys want me to hop on and talk about the news, I will. That is my plan anyways. That is my plan. So let me know if you want me to protect your accounts. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll show up. We'll show up. Protect your accounts. Discuss the news and stuff like that. Take tomorrow off? It's alright, man. We'll show up. We'll show up and just chill. No worries, guys. No worries. Have you watched Alex Hormozy on Chris Williams' pod? No, not yet. I should. Just a short one? Yeah, that it will be educational. Yeah, for sure. Learning day. A lot of good information we discuss about. Just the economics. I don't see many people discuss about... I don't see many people discuss about economics on stream, so... Yeah. Oh, damn, my camera ran out of battery. Well, shit. How bad is the face it pause? Before someone screenshots, let me remove it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'll protect your profits, don't worry. Probably gonna call it a session here, guys. Nothing much. Price is ranging. Let's not waste time. We had a lot of good information. And yeah, it was a good stream. I appreciate everyone. Yeah, look at this. 3 wins. Gonna call it a week. Exactly. We need to protect profits. And yeah, tomorrow we'll discuss hopefully about all the news and stuff. And I'll tell you how to preserve profits. You know, and yeah, definitely a lot of information on stream. Great. lot of things to learn, guys. This is actually the time where you guys learn the most, is when we're not taking trades, but it's always fun to take trades. So I appreciate every single one of you guys showing up, and I really do appreciate you guys showing up. Trades will come as soon as the market gives us to us. You know how we do it. Look at our history of the trades. It's always been fun. So I appreciate every single person showing up. And yeah, hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you soon.